Hi, my name's Warmaster 101.
Again.
And today we're playing Hades. I don't think we've played it on the channel yet, but if we have, I'm sorry.
Hades?
Huh?
I've heard Hades. I've heard about Hades. It's pretty good.
Hades is really good.
Yeah.
Anything by Super Giant Games is really good.
What was I talking about?
Titties.
Oh yeah. Apparently, and I will look this up real fast to get the name right. Hang on. I'll throw out a couple random facts first before I get into this one.
Okay.
Men tend to eat more meat when they feel their masculinity is threatened.
That's gross.
Victor Vescovo was the first person to travel to the deepest point of every ocean on Earth. All of his dives use the deep sea vehicle limiting factor, which he funded. Vescovo has also skied to both poles and climbed the highest mountains on every continent.
Ain't no mountain high enough.
Ain't no valley.
Cause there ain't no valley. No, I got it backwards.
You said valley high enough.
Yes!
It's the opposite of valley.
I know. If your valleys are high, you're doomed.
So apparently, after this was a trend in the 1800s, if you own a pig and then live in France, it's illegal to name it Napoleon.
Ha
So many people
ha!
name their pigs Napoleon.
Ha! Man, fuck Napoleon.
Fuck the police coming straight from the underground. Something, Ice Cube. Oh yeah, Senator. There's currently a bill in the lobby that's the next coronavirus relief bill. That one California Senator Thorne Tillis decided to attach an addendum to it to try and get it to be passed as well.
Uh-huh.
Um, that would make violating copyright a felony offense that can get you up to 30 years in jail.
Mm-hmm.
This stuff includes listening to copyrighted music in a Twitch video, illegally pirating a video, making a meme, making an Instagram video on a subject you don't own the rights to, making a review about something.
This guy's been doing this forever.
Yeah,
I think.
doesn't make it.
Like. Anyway, he's a cock. Bring the guillotines back.
I want a death note. I want a death note. I can solve a lot of problems
Yeah.
real fast.
If me and you had specifically you, if you had a death note, you could use it for the good that it could actually be used for, as compared to how Light used it. Let's be honest.
Lightning Tommy is so fucking stupid.
Like,
He's a genius, but so fucking stupid.
Death Note is less about like what will happen. I mean, how will humanity fall when somebody has the ability to kill anybody? And it's more along the lines, hey, wouldn't it be fucked up if a kid of a cop had the ability to kill anybody?
Yeah.
Because
fucking what does he do with it? He kills petty criminals.
yes.
And then he starts killing the people who are going after him, which yeah, that's something you do. But you have the power to kill anyone at any time, and you don't use it on politicians. You don't use it on warlords or people with access to the nuclear Armageddon of the world. You use it on guys who stole cheese from a store. What the fuck?
Okay, I'll give it to him that he killed a couple of people that were murderers. But everybody else was just petty criminals.
But those guys were also in prison. The fuck?
The penal system was already taking care of them, Brenda.
Also, he's so fucking stupid because within a month, they went from L managed to narrow it down from it could be anyone in the world to be it could be anyone in Japan to it could be anyone in this city in Japan to it could be one of the police officer's sons.
And then, none of the police officers have a son except for the chief of police. Well, guess what, fuckers? If the shoe fits.
The shoe fucking fits. And yeah, the dad's a bastard because all cops are bastards. But like the
Yes.
dad's main crime in that series is like loving his son too much.
Oof.
Your son's a monster, Ted. Your son's a monster.
Your son's a monster, Bridget. Okay, actually, can I bring up something about Hades real fast? And I feel like this was a nerf. So, before Hades came out, it was like early access beta stuff.
And it was
And
bar.
huh?
Listen,
No.
it was bar.
Yes. Okay. So Dionysus and Aphrodite are in the game, obviously. And Aphrodite is very, her titties are out and stuff, which I have no issue with. But Dionysus, he was naked. He was 100% naked, and he was like in this like really sultry pose, like, oh, I'm drinking wine and looking slutty. I hope nobody would try anything. And I'm like, hell yes, we stan a slutty Dionysus. But then, like, several...
Sorry.
No, go ahead.
I'm just gonna say, I fucking hate Tumblr's new layout on desktop. Like, you go to someone's blog and you can't fucking reshare anything because the button's hidden.
Ew.
Or
Rip to
reblock.
you, I use mobile.
Rip to you, you have that taking up space on your phone.
We don't talk about that.
Anyway.
Anyway, as I was saying, but like in future patches, his bara titties aren't gone, but they're covered up tastefully with a toga, and it's like, no, I want the bara titties back. Anyway, we still have Theseus and his Minotaur boyfriend, so I am still okay with that. Oh my god! Chris, are you still among us?
Yeah, I'm still with you.
Okay, thank you for replying, because I thought Discord crashed or my Wi-Fi crashed and I almost shit myself.
Oh, shit yourself.
Yeah.
Did you know that Google Chrome owns 60 to 65% of the market share?
Yep, that's why you should use Firefox.
Firefox is about 10% of the market.
Yeah.
Chrome is edging 75%. Safari uses 15%. So Firefox and Safari are, and then everything else
Oof.
makes up the rest.
Uh-oh. Who should I pick, Poseidon or Aphrodite? Honestly, by Greek standards, you're less likely to get fucked if you go against Poseidon.
Yeah.
Because how much shit has been fucked up in Greek myth because somebody crossed Aphrodite?
Yeah. It's usually like someone crossed Aphrodite, someone was not a cool dude bro to Poseidon, or Zeus wanted to fuck.
Yeah. Poseidon, no! I'm sorry! I think my favorite Greek myth involves... Oh, I get both anyway.
Like, okay, the reason I use Firefox is like there's an organization that makes free, somewhat safe software that doesn't collect and market your data.
Mm-hmm.
then 2/3 of the world uses a Google product that like is Big Brother, and the rest uses Apple, which does the same thing.
Mm-hmm. Hashtag VPNs are your friends.
Plus, they have stuff like the Facebook container extension, where it stops Facebook from tracking you.
Ew. No, David. David, ew. I think there needs to be a law where it's like, if you are above the if you are above the age of 50, you are not allowed to make any laws about the internet. Don't you think?
If you're above the age of 65, you shouldn't be allowed to make laws at all. That's
If
ageist. I don't fucking care. The majority of politicians in the United States, I'm talking like 70% of politicians in the United States are over the age of
uh-huh.
65.
Isn't God, who's that one bitch in Congress? No, that one dick. What's his fucking name? McConnell? Is that his name? He's the guy that yeah,
He's
he's
actively dying.
he, he that's not a person. That is a corpse being animated by a necromancer someplace.
The average congressional in Congress in the 1980s, the average age of a congressional representative was 45, and the average age of a senator was 53. Today, the average age of a representative is 57, and the average age of a senator is 65.
This is why we need term limits for everyone. Like like being being a Supreme Court justice shouldn't like you should not be in the
Grant you,
in
shouldn't grant you lifelong to do whatever free
yeah,
reign and do whatever the fuck you want.
like like shit changes over time, and you need new people, new ideas, like so on and so forth to match up with that. Am I making any sense? Is my insane rambling getting through
No,
to anyone? Huh?
that makes perfect sense.
Like people make fun
Tom,
of
why the fuck did you put the share option at the top of the post as opposed to the bottom of the post?
eight. Anyway, I'm gonna finish with saying people keep making fun of AOC for being super young, and it's like, yeah, and
How old is AOC?
I
AOC is 30.
yeah.
That's not young.
According to every Republican and GOP in Congress, she's too young and immature or some shit.
They're more immature than she is, and they're old as fuck.
Yeah.
Age does not equal maturity.
So
Age does not equal wisdom. Yes, you usually typically gain more experience the longer you're alive on the earth, but if all you ever do is focus on one fucking area or refuse to learn, you're still going to be dumb as shit. A fool is a fool regardless of how old they are.
a fool is a fool, no matter how small. She plays video games in her off time. Okay, and what do you do in your off time? Cheat on your wife with a man? That's what I thought, Brenda.
In Christmas in Australia, children leave beer out for Santa Claus.
Good for those children.
It's summertime in Australia, and the milk would go bad.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Australia's insane.
Yeah.
What if we...
In 2011, a 13-year-old Norwegian boy encountered a pack of wolves while walking back alone from school. He managed to fend them off by taking off his headphones and blasting songs at full volume.
Good for him. Oh, I just had a really good idea for like a channel segment. Oh, maybe I should talk about this after we finish this Random Fact Thursday.
There's a thing called ascending, where you climb to the highest point in every state. Only around like 10 people do it every year, so it makes it more unique than climbing Mount Everest.
That's kind of tight. What's the highest point in Kansas?
I want to say it's Mount Sunflower.
It's homies.
Huh.
You made already for my pub, haven't you, cuz? Wonderful guy.
Which
Highest point in Kansas is Mount Sunflower in Wallace County. It's not like a giant hill or anything. It's just like the land gradually increases in height.
Yeah, that is one thing that will always stick with me. When like my elementary school teacher told us that Kansas was flat, they were not kidding. Because
I mean,
Kansas,
it's got some hills and valleys, and like western Kansas is significantly higher elevation than eastern Kansas, but like it's not flat as a level. It's more like it's a gradual incline, and you don't notice it. Hello.
I'm still here.
Okay. Last random fact:
Okay.
the Darwin in the Darwin's frog, the males of the small Chilean frog species swallow the eggs of the tadpoles and let them finish developing inside their they have a big vocal resonating sac
Uh
under their
huh.
mouth. So they fill that with water and they let the eggs like develop into tadpoles and then develop into frogs in their mouth,
Uh,
and then he spits them out when they're ready.
I remember seeing that. I am familiar with that because I saw it on like Discovery Science, on a Discovery Science video in elementary school, and I thought that was super fucking cool.
Oh, here's one. The tuatara of New Zealand is the last surviving species of a once widespread order of reptiles separated 250 million years ago from any other animal. They are one of the last living members of, I think, the synapsids, which includes mammals and tuataras, and that's about it.
Huh.
Um, it retains a variety of primitive features not found with other reptiles, such as they have a weird scale pattern. They have 3 eyes. They live to over 100 years and can operate with body temperatures down to 42 degrees Fahrenheit,
Nice.
which for a reptile is fucking slow. That is cold for a reptile.
I'm saving you in my. I'm saving you in my phone as Antarctica because you're ice cold. That's not how it went.
Bye, guys. That was
That was a
non-binary.
non-binary vows.